Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I'm making 3 dishes today. Actually, one of my sons is going to be cooking with me. So when we go to do the others, he's going to be with me while we're doing this. I'm making sweet potato mashed potatoes, and this is a very creamy one. Now, we're going to need half and half. If you do not have half and half, you can make your own half and half by adding 3/4 of a cup of milk with 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream. Mix it, and that's literally the recipe for half and half. I remember my father would go in the refrigerator and he'd shake it up before he had his half and half. All right, we're gonna need 1.5 pounds of yams. Most people call these sweet potatoes, but I know them as yams. All right, you're gonna chunk them. We're gonna boil these. Now I'm peeling these, but you're saying that you don't like peeling because you're gonna lose nutritional value. I'm gonna put them in my stock. I'm gonna get it one way or another, so you don't have to worry. Now, if you're wondering why the light isn't working, my light has melted up there, literally, and I need my contractor to come in and replace that. So if things are a little dark, please understand I'm using the light back there and over the stove here for you until further notice. I just have to wait for him to get here. So we're gonna chunk these and put them in a pot. I know I have the wrong knife. I don't care today. I've been so busy. You hear me say that all the time, but I really am busy. I woke up this morning. I didn't even want to get out of bed. I was in the garden and in the yard working, and I've got to go back up there, and I am just, with the heat, is not comfortable. And I would have showed you the sandwich that we had yesterday, but my friend Steven made it for me. I told him, look, I can't think of anything, and my son wants to have a sandwich. Would you make one for me? And Steven knows I eat up just about everything but the kitchen sink, so yes, he says. So he went and did that for me. So you've chunked your potatoes. We're going to cook yams, and we're going to put water 2 inches above it, and we're going to bring it to a boil and boil these. You're also going to need 1 stick of butter in a small saucepan with 1/2 cup of half and half and 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to heat that up, so that has to be done. I have to put salt in mine. I've got the milk and the unsalted butter here. I just need to get the salt in. Wait a minute, I think I added salt. Yes, I already added the salt. Sorry. Like I told you, I am just worn out today. And on top of that, my dryer went today. It started doing clothes. I couldn't believe it. The light in the kitchen, my, my light went. So you just say, when it rains, it pours, but it's a lot of little things that I have to do that I'm not overly happy with. Do not burn the half and half. You just want to melt that butter and let the salt mingle with it, and get that heavy cream warm. That's all you want to do with that. You're not bringing it to a boil. You only need it warm. So please keep it on a low flame while we're doing this. This video will be separate from the other ones because we're making, what are we making? The other 2 recipes that he and I will be making is Speedy sautéed greens and southern bangers with the mashed sweet potatoes. I already have 1 stick of butter. Sandra, you're losing again. I know I'm losing today. Started yesterday with that light, and in my dryer this morning. Please, no more. And I'm trying to call the insurance on the utensils I have in the house, and I can't seem to get through to them. And I've been calling them since 7 o'clock this morning. They usually have a 24-hour number. For some strange reason, it's not working. They did call back, but my phone wasn't ringing. I didn't understand why. I had volume on it. So I have to wait for them to call back again. All right, now I've got these going, and I have to wait for the potatoes and for the butter to melt in the half and half, and I will be back. Okay, the potatoes, the yams I should say, are cooked. I'm going to strain them because I want the water to cook with. You're going to put them back in the pot after you drain them, and you are going to dry these out. So you have the flame going, and you're going to be drying them out. This has to go over here. What this does is it's actually going to cook a lot of the moisture out. I'm sorry, I can't bring you over here right now. It's crowded. This kitchen is really crowded. And when you dry it out, so when you mash them, you end up, and when you add the butter and stuff, it's not so liquidy. And it will leave a film on the bottom of your pot, and then you will know that they're dry. That's how you do it. I'm sorry it's dark. There's nothing I can do. My light went. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a film down on the bottom here. We're going to mash these now. Potatoes, I'll go ahead and use my small masher. Let me turn it down more. See, a lot of people won't sit there and dry their potatoes out before they do it, and you'll notice your potatoes are more moist than they should be. Now you're going to pour the half and half, the butter and the salt in. And that's what they want. Like, don't worry if you say that's a lot. I said it was a lot too. But this is what they want. You really don't have to use a ricer with yams. They seem to fall apart better when you mash them. My grandmother was really good. She could use mashed potatoes with a masher, and she got them smooth. Every time I did, she'd say, "Mash them, Sandy." Mine were always lumpy. Now this is going to be the mash that's going to be going with those bangers. Now I can put this to the side, because this is what the bangers are going to be going on top of. So I'll put this on the back burner, leave it, and that's it until my son gets here, and then we'll be doing the rest. Okay, we're getting ready to do the, what am I getting ready to do? The bangers. We're going to have to finally dice an onion. I'm going to be showing my son how he has to do it so he gets all his pieces nice and level. This is the one that you're going to see him in the kitchen. This is my older son, and like it says, your opinion wasn't in the recipe. Okay, so let's get going. All right, watch carefully. In here because I'm going to put them in my stock. And see, this is going to be holding everything. This is going to be holding everything together. Watch, we're not cutting all the way through here. And I'll show you.
Sort of like a fan blade.
Mm-hmm. That's why you do it. Now, this is when you're going to go across here. Don't go all the way through or you'll mess up. Oh, somebody's doing their yard. Now watch. Look at the pieces. See how uniform they are? You're going to need a bowl to put this in. Now he's going to finish up prepping this onion. Because prepping is the most important. If you don't get this done, nothing's going to work. So we'll be dividing things up. He's going to do that half, and I'm going to be doing something else over here. Easier, and you see the pieces are more level. You can talk, they don't bite, but they do me.
Okay. Okay, next.
You got to thin slice garlic and put it in another bowl. That's 2 tablespoons. You need 2 tablespoons of garlic thinly sliced. Another thing the recipe asks for is canola oil. Now canola oil is not the healthiest oil. Then Sean. Now you're getting it. If you slice, watch this. If you're slicing like this, right? And you can't hold it anymore, flip it. Flip the garlic again, okay? Just keep flipping it. Canola oil is not healthy for you. It's got too much of the mixed tocopherols. Now in natural food, it's just traces, but when you take in a high dosage like that, it gives you a problem in your body. does it want you to do
Look
next?
at the garlic.
The garlic's gonna go with this, the greens. The garlic's not there. It's gonna be in
I
greens.
did
We're not-
thinly slice.
All right, put them in a small bowl, put them to the side or on the table over there. We don't need them right now.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. I want to make sure.
Is there any more prepping for those? You've got to get the sausage ready now.
Yeah, now the sausage.
All right. Always rinse before you sit there and do that. Always. A lot of people don't rinse their meat off, but it's something that we're taught to do.
And rinse with cold water.
Yes, you have to.
Make sure you recycle, people.
All right, dry them because it'll splatter if you don't. Get some paper towels and dry them off, and then cut them the way they want. You should be ready to heat that pan up and get ready.
It says 4 even pieces.
You want the sausages cut in horizontal pieces like he's doing, and then we're going to get ready to put it in the frying pan and start cooking it. Oh, I'm almost done with this.
Medium high heat.
All right, you're going to need medium-high heat, and we're going to have to add some oil to this pan. All right, you need 1.5 tablespoons of, we're using sunflower. Not high, medium.
Medium high.
Oh, turn it down, you're going to burn it. 1.5 tablespoons. I have them right here for you, Sean. You know how to measure out?
Tablespoons. Oh, this is the sunflower instead of.
It's a milder oil. They don't want a strong oil on this one, so this is why we're using sunflower. 1/2 tablespoon is 1 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon.
Say it again.
1 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon, and that makes it. Now what he's going to do with these sausages, he is going to brown them. 2 minutes, like 2 minutes on each side. That's what he's going to be doing. Let me get this. Now, I'm not using beef stock in this. I'm going to use bone broth and convert it into stock.
I'm going to put this over here. So
Fine. It's got to get hot. You don't want it smoking. Just where it starts to simmer, so watch it.
yeah, just he's gonna start cooking.
Yes. Because my bone broth is so strong, I can sit there. I'll add a half a cup of it with 1 cup of water, and that will give me my beef stock that I'm looking for. Because I have those big bones, and I really cook them down. Is it simmering? It's simmering. I can see it from here. You don't have to crowd it, but you want to make sure. It'll probably take 2 batches. You're going to need a plate because you're going to have to move them to the plate.
Then we use one of the smaller plates.
Sure.
And this over here.
They're going to watch what you're doing. I'm going to turn this so they can see what you're doing. I'm going to have to put you down because you're going underneath the cabinet.
Oh, you can do it that way.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, that's interesting.
Don't play around. It's got to cook first. It'll never brown.
The one burned.
Well, then turn it down a little. Did you turn the oven on?
It gets boiled.
No, it's not boil. Cancel. Bake. At what temperature? 400?
You use that oven at 400. But it is bake.
It means broil when it's going to broil. Other than that, you need to bake automatically. In any recipe.
Well, you told me how dangerous this machine is, so I say, okay.
Turn them over. It should be brown. Now we know that it's in there, they get small in.
It's a nice color now.
Yes, it is. Look at these my husband's skin.
In the sink.
You're not done with it. You've got salt, you've got wine, you've got rosemary, you've got to add more stuff, mustard, tomato paste. Don't worry, it's going to grow like that. Don't worry about it. These are going quickly. This is a very fast meal to do.
And yes, you will get burned. It happens.
I'll be right back.
good.
Okay, let's keep on going till you're done.
Oh, wow.
Here you put in the onion in with a fourth of a teaspoon of salt. As soon as you that into the dripping. Okay, that's fine. They're going to curl because of the intestines. Don't worry.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you will get burnt. Trust me, I've already been burnt numerous times from trial and error.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You have to sometimes get in that too many layers.
Hey, Mom. I'm sitting around for this.
Continue. Yeah. By the way, you need 1 pound of sausage to do this recipe. Okay, so this is actually 1 pound of sausage. They say just get a smoked one. They're not specific on which ones you want. They just tell you what you're going to do. When you're done with those, get your onions in there and saute them around, and you just put the sausage back in there, and then you go in the oven. Once you hit 400. They're not sticky. They're not sticky. It takes about 2-3 minutes on each side. If you got the heat right. Yeah, you got it. Flip it.
Less than 2 to 3 minutes.
What?
That was less than 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's because your heat's higher than it should be. The higher the heat, and remember, all sausages have sugar in them, so they're going to burn automatically. That's something you should always remember about sausage.
Well, sugar always burns, like you said. That's
right.
true, and sausage has some sugar, so it will burn. That's why you always have to be on them because they're so quick to burn. You gotta control the amount of heat, flame off the stove, and you must always be
When you
attentive.
take those out, you got to put the onions in.
Okay, so because they're even to go in the oven, so they're gonna finish cooking even more.
That's right. And a fourth of a teaspoon of salt. Stir it around and then you salt it back in there and throw it in the oven.
Pour the teaspoon of salt.
One fourth.
It's a little wet in this one.
That's all. Alright, you got an apron? Let's do it. Okay, so this is actually 1 pound of sausage. So around it, maybe the sausage back in there and throw it in the oven. Once you hit 400.
Pour the teaspoon of salt.
Yeah, you got it. Flip it.
Yeah, but you see, it's not up to 400 yet.
Because you forgot to turn the 400 on.
Now, what I'm doing is
Put the sausage in.
Pour that.
Yes, pour it in. Now, put it in the oven. I'm going to remind you right now, you're going to take it out and use a pot over. I'm going to turn this down real low. All right, I got the flame on low. Hold on. I know, we're going to leave it in a little longer.
Turn the flame off?
Yeah, turn it off for now. Okay, we're going to have about 10 minutes of a wait here. So let me tell you what you need. You need 1.5 cups of a beef broth. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of a dry red wine. You're going to need a sprig of rosemary. You're going to need some mustard and tomato paste and some black pepper with more salt. And we'll be there at that point, but we're just going to take a break until that's done. They want 3 different kinds of greens. I have kale here, I have collard greens, and I have Swiss chard. Now, they want them stemmed. I did the stemming, and I already removed it. Now, what you have to do with all of this is it's got to be chopped up, because this is going to be the vegetable that's going to go alongside this dish that we're making. Have fun.
And put the chop back in here.
Yeah, or get another bowl and put the chopped in one in that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, because this thing is huge.
Now, they don't want them minced, they only want them chopped.
By the way, there's never enough space on the counter.
Oh, they have to complain about that all the time.
Oh my God. See?
Yep, that's what they want. Too bad. That gives you more room?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I think about room all the time in this kitchen. A trick that you should learn if you're teaching your daughter or your sons how to cook, or some friends, always make sure that you talk to them and don't leave them alone, because if you leave them alone, they're going to mess up. So always check over the shoulder and talk with them so they get comfortable hearing your voice and knowing that they have that security behind them.
No matter how many years you learned how to cook, mothers always are the surety.
Okay, we got everything ready for that. I'm going to admit about 3 more minutes. I think they should be done because these are small sausages.
I love the beautiful colors.
Yeah, we're going to have 3 different flavors in the greens. What do I need for the greens? You want hot sauce? Okay, we got hot sauce here. I have it up here. greens that he's mincing up actually have to add up to 12 cups for this recipe. I just figured one bunch of each of them would be more than enough to add up. You need olive oil, so you've got olive oil. How's it going? Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I'll take that bowl. Gonna have to get it out of the way. Did I miss the stem?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I just took it out.
Thank you.
See, stem.
They know what the stem is, you don't have to show them. Where did I put my phone? Okay, take them out. They're done. Turn the oven on. I'm done with it.
Oh, that is nice.
Okay, what they want you to do next, take the sausage out of the onto a plate. We had a plate.
Where's the plate? That is beautiful.
No, they'll see it in a bit. I just have to move everything so they can see. And you think your kitchen's crowded. Just set it on top of the mash that I made.
Understood. Yes.
You need, now you're gonna heat this over medium-high heat and stir in the tomato paste, which is exactly 1 tablespoon of tomato paste.
I burnt myself. Forgot it.
I told you it was gonna be
Forgot
hot.
it. I put it in there. Whew. Medium high heat.
Medium-high, not as high as you had. Turn it down some because you're dealing with hot oil. And you're gonna add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste into that. Okay.
Is that it?
Put it on, I'll tell you in a minute.
Again.
Would you use the pot holder?
I forgot.
Okay, you need 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and that's exactly what you have in here.
The whole container is it?
Yeah,
Look at this.
you're gonna put 1 tablespoon of tomato paste into this, okay? Scrape it all over. All right, now you're gonna work that in. Get a whisk, a fine whisk. Get a fine whisk. Now blend it completely, very well. And then you're gonna pour the wine in. Now this is going to be a 1/2 cup of dry red wine. Okay, get it back on the burner. Thank you. This way.
I'm a righty, so it's a little uncomfortable
No,
for me.
just make sure it's on the flame. We're adding a 1/2 cup of dry red wine. Now, gonna mix that. Over medium-high heat. Now you're turning it up to medium-high heat, stirring off in here. And you're waiting for most of the wine. Most of this wine we're going to evaporate. Make sure the tomato paste is mixed with it. Okay? Now this is going to take about 5 minutes. So be very careful that you do not show them. They have to see what you're doing. That's why you got to get over here. But you keep on taking it off the flame. So we're going to reduce this. Can you notice all the bits deglaze?
Yes.
The pot? That's how you do it.
I don't feel any at the bottom, none.
That's because you put liquid in it, and as you
With
whisk
the combination of the onions, and then with the wine, and then with the broth.
No, it was actually the liquid that you put in that actually did that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just take a wooden spoon out. You just have to go on right now.
Are you good?
No, you don't need a wooden spoon out. You're reducing it. It's going to get thick. Don't worry about it.
I know I read that, I saw that it will get a kind of thickness. Which I saw it, I read the ingredients. The instructions to the ingredients.
You're going to be adding the sauce right now. And then you're going to do it again.
Turn this off, right? Instead of frying the mustard and grilling it melted.
Yeah, you can the sauce. And you have to let it melt and the sauce is thicker.
The little bit of there.
Is it getting reduced?
Yeah, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it, I'm moving it.
That's why they told you to stir it while you do it. Now what you're doing is you're cooking the alcohol out of the wine, and the only thing you're going to be left with is the flavor, which is what you need, okay? This is why, smell it?
Oh, it smells good. You smell the difference.
Yeah, it's got a really good smell. It does have a beautiful smell.
Beautiful taste, beautiful texture. Just looking at the color, the smell.
The wine about gone?
Almost. I could see that the water,
The
the
wine.
wine, well, the wine, say.
There's no water in this.
Sorry, the wine.
Okay. We're going to put a sprig of rosemary in it, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper, and 1½ cups of beef broth. This is what they want you to do. All right, we have to reduce this to about 1 1/4 cups. So just keep an eye on it and periodically stir it to make sure it's not burning. But we're reducing this again, so we're going to have that extra strength of that beef as well with the wine. And you know, wine and beef go excellent together, so you can imagine how good this flavor is going to be. It's going to take about 10 minutes. take the foam off. Check it periodically, they say just start to make sure it's not burning. That's all.
Okay.
Do what it has to do.
All right, Mommy. No, I don't feel it sticking out. No burning. I'm making sure.
Okay. Now we just have to wait. Well, we can put these, but no, I don't want to do it now. Do it after. Ready to butter? Salt. There's nothing, that's it. Now, how hard is that dish?
No. What I forgot to do is put the heat on when I was preparing for that. The only thing I forgot.
That's something that, you know, that when they tell you that. I have to say, this really smells good. But I'm just gonna put it on high and just let it reduce, because we've got a lot of reducing to do.
Beautiful color.
Mm-hmm.
Smell it. Oh, wow. The rosemary sprig, you can really smell it mixed with everything else.
You put this up since you're over there. Thank you. We're gonna put you on pause until we reduce this down more. Okay, it's done. Put the sausage on it and get the lid on it. Okay, we'll turn this down now because it's going to evaporate too. Put the sausage in and the other things that you have to put in. You need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mustard you need a teaspoon of. And paprika you need a teaspoon. Okay. Now with a teaspoon of mustard and a tablespoon of butter and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
What is it?
1/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
I was reading. And the mustard is 1 teaspoon.
They want Dijon mustard, but I have brown mustard, so I'm using the mustard that I have for this recipe. And a tablespoon of butter.
I'll do this thing.
And you stir it till the butter melts, push it to the side, then we're done. Okay? And that's it. We're done with that part, and we got one more part after this, and this whole video will be done.
Beautiful.
Make sure you stir that butter around, or you won't have the flavor everywhere. And just put it on top of this pot, and we'll get the other one going.
Don't you want to move it over there instead of putting it up there?
Okay, move it to the left. I stack everything up.
I'm just trying to melt the butter, try to get it around
You have
everywhere.
to, they said melt the butter. That's it. Is it melted?
Yeah, it's melted. I'm just stirring it.
No, take it off and put the lid on. And I'm gonna move this over. Oh, I wish it didn't do that. Okay, you need 3 tablespoons of olive oil before you even
I
turn
gotta
it.
turn it on.
Yeah, no, you've got to put oil in first. That's a Dutch oven. 3 tablespoons. Then you turn it on. I'll help you.
Can't believe I did that.
Alright. Now, you gotta wait till that oil simmers. You'll see it shimmering like this, Sean, when you see the heat like that, and then you're gonna put the garlic in it, and we're gonna cook the garlic.
Okay.
Now the garlic is gonna cook quite quickly,
Mm-hmm.
in about 2 minutes. Then we're gonna add all those greens. Alright?
Okay, until it shimmers, and then we add the garlic cloves. Stir it often because you don't want the garlic to burn.
Correct. You don't mind it browning, but what you're waiting for is that oil to have a shimmer like this, and then you'll know, or you'll see a little bit of smoke coming up. And that's it. Is it shimmering?
No, it's not even hot yet.
No, I don't see it yet.
Usually I notice when it shimmers is when you can touch the side of the pans, it's hot.
Well,
It's
you'll
not.
see the oil starts doing this. It's almost like a dance, you know, like the.
Oh, that you too, you also see.
That's what I look for.
But for me, not
And
only do I
sometimes-
see the shimmer, but I also can touch the outer rim. But when
I
I
know.
can put my hands there for that, it's not hot yet. I haven't also seen
But when
the
I'm
shimmer
not
too.
looking, I'll see the smoke, the
Oh,
heat coming up,
okay.
and then that'll tell me at the same time.
Okay, I got you. I understand now.
Now you don't need this. Oh, I've got a lot of dishes to do today. No, we need dishes. I have that set, Sean, for them.
Sorry about that, guys. My fault.
You have to see what you're doing. Come on, oil. We got everything ready to go. You're gonna need a wooden spoon to be stirring this around, so get another one. You're gonna need it. We are done. I'm done.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, put it in. You heard it.
I heard it. I was like, okay.
Now when those start to brown, they said about 2 minutes or less. You're gonna throw those greens in and toss them around and add other things to it as well. You're gonna need a tablespoon of hot sauce. 7. Don't worry, we'll do it.
This is a hot sauce. Yeah, but we gotta put the other stuff in first.
Yes.
Yeah, put that in. Now I just gotta wash the garlic and wait till it gets a little
Garlic.
slightly brown around the edges.
Garlic will burn very quickly once it starts to brown.
Mhm.
That's why they told you slice it thin.
The thinner, the faster.
Correct.
The thicker, the longer. I can see a few pieces.
It's not going to be completely brown because some pieces will be and some pieces won't. All right?
Yeah, now they're starting to.
Okay. Have fun. We're going to put all the greens in now. It should add up to about 12 cups. You're going to stir it around. Add some in, stir it around. Stir it around. Now add
water and oil do not mix.
Correct. All right, add more. Now you're going to add, you have to add 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. One tablespoon. A half a teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon salt. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon. That's it. Now you stir it around and cook it. Now the paprika and everything has to mingle with all of that. How's it going?
Smells good.
Now they want you to continue stirring this for 2 minutes. No water's added to this. You've got the flame going, and we're gonna have a wilted crisp, as they say. Okay?
It's got good. The aroma. Oh my God, you can smell it.
It's been 2 minutes. Are they wilted?
Yeah.
Crisp?
Look at that.
Okay, turn it on. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to set this plate, okay? You get a break now from the kitchen.
Okay.
I'll show you what the vegetables look like before we go much further. Here's what they look like. They want them like that. They want them crisp, but they want them wilted, but they don't want the flavor cooked out to where it's soggy. Okay.
I'll hold it. You want me to hold the plate for you?
Yeah, hold it a minute. I've got to clean here. Give me a minute. Okay, you're going to see how this is put together. Okay, let's see if I got the plate far enough. Oh God, yeah, you know I'm gonna need that.
That's very hot.
Ah, I made a mess. I did not mean to make a mess. Let me get my towels. I think they're in the sink, aren't they? Yeah, you use them and I gotta find them. And here is the dish, and this is how you serve it. Okay? I'm sorry the video is a little long, but I'm teaching at the same time. I hope you heard what I was doing. But anyway, my sons, both of them, the one's upstairs practicing right now on his cello. But anyway, we're getting ready to eat. So you take care and have a great day today. Bye-bye.